Hello everyone, bonjour à tous. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'm back with for today's new video, which is related to French. Paraphraser en français. It is gonna help you to boost your writing and speaking for French. Especially, it's helpful for TEF, expression orale, et TEF, expression écrite. And if you guys like my videos, make sure to subscribe my channel, share it with your friends who are learning French or who are learning English. Do like, do comments. And now let's get started with our today's video without any delay. In the first part, we're gonna learn some useful synonyms, mots de vocabulaire variés. For example, instead of using important, you can use essentiel, crucial, primordial, and same for dire, you can use déclarer, affirmer, mentionner, and instead of using problème, you can use difficulté or défi or obstacle. And here's one simple example how you can make the sentence more effective by using synonym instead of you just using a basic sentence. For example, c'est un problème. It's a problem. That's just a basic sentence. How we can make it more effective. C'est un défi majeur pour notre société. It is a major challenge for our society. C'est un défi majeur pour notre société. Maintenant, répétez après moi tous les mots de vocabulaire. Important, essentiel, crucial, primordial, dire, déclarer, affirmer, mentionner, problème, difficulté, défi, obstacle. Now we're gonna learn the second part of our today's video, which is reformulate with expressions. Tourner autrement. How you can say same things in different ways. How we can reformulate the sentence or your expression. Here is some common example. We say, je pense que. I think that. What else you can use? Il me semble que. Or, à mon avis. Or, selon moi. And instead of saying c'est bien, you can say c'est bénéfique, or utile, or pertinent. And instead of saying c'est nécessaire, you can say il est indispensable de. And here's an example. For example, we say je pense que les réseaux sociaux sont dangereux. I think that social media is dangerous. How we can more improve the sentence? Il me semble que les réseaux sociaux présentent des risques. It seems to me that social networks present risk. Maintenant, répétez après moi tous les mots de vocabulaire. Je pense que, Il me semble que, à mon avis, selon moi, c'est bien, c'est bénéfique, utile, pertinent, c'est nécessaire, il est indispensable. And now we're gonna learn the third part of our video, which is changing sentence structure. First thing that we can do is we can convert the sentence from active form to passive form, as you may be already aware, as we do in our English grammar as well. Active and passive form. Same we can do in French as well. For example, les étudiants lisaient les livres. The students are reading the book. This is an active sentence form. And how we can convert it into a passive form. Le livre est lu par les étudiants. The book is read by the students. We put the object in front and the subject at the end, where we are making it a passive form. Or what we can do, we can convert noun to a verb form. For example, la pollution est un problème. Pollution is a problem. We can convert it into a verb form. Pollution nuit à l'environnement. Pollution harms the environment. And here's another example. Les gens utilisaient les téléphones en classe. People use phones in class. Les téléphones sont souvent utilisés en classe. Phones are often used in class. So you see how we can make these sentences more complicated, which is effective in writing for TEF exam. Because it shows the variation of your sentences and it also shows how enriched your grammar is. And now in the fourth part, we're gonna learn how we can add detail or reword with a connector. For example, parce que. You can say instead of that, puisque, or étant donné que, or instead of using mais, you can use cependant or en revanche. Instead of using donc, you can use c'est pourquoi or par conséquent. For example, il fait froid, donc je reste à la maison. It's cold, so I'm staying at home. How we can say it with more good vocabulary. Étant donné qu'il fait froid, je reste chez moi. Since it's cold, I stay at home. Maintenant, répétez après moi les mots de vocabulaire. Parce que, puisque, étant donné que, mais, cependant, en revanche, donc, c'est pourquoi, par conséquent. And now it's our last part for today's video, which is replacing a whole expression with a figurative phrase. As you know, in English speaking as well, we most of the time use some phrases or some idioms to make our sentences more impactful and effective. And in French as well, you can do it. Here are some examples that we can use. For example, être fatigué, being tired. What else you can say? It's a bout de force, to be at the end of one's rope. That is phrase. You can use, instead of saying être fatigué, you can use être à bout de force. And instead of saying avoir faim, you can use avoir un faim de loup, to be extremely hungry. And instead of saying ne pas comprendre, like not understanding, you can use être perdu, or you can use ne pas saisir les sons, do not grasp the meaning. And here's an example of a sentence. Je ne comprends pas cette règle. I do not understand this rule. What else you can say? Je suis complètement perdu avec cette règle. I'm completely lost with this rule. I hope you guys like my today's video and you understand the meanings, and it helps you to enrich your vocabulary to write in TEF exam and help you in speaking as well. And if you guys find my video interesting, make sure to subscribe my channel, share it with your friends, do like, do comments. Thank you so much for watching. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.